Welcome to The Explainer. Look, AI, artificial intelligence, it's a term that is just everywhere these days, right? But what does it actually mean? Well, today we're going to slice right through all that noise and get down to what it really is in a way that just makes sense.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with what AI even is. Then we'll get into how it thinks and learns. After that, we'll look at where you're already using it. And trust me, you are. Then we'll bust some common myths, and finally, peek into what the future looks like with AI in it. Simple as that.
Okay, let's jump right in. What is artificial intelligence? Let's strip away the jargon and get to the simple idea at the heart of it all.
I mean, you hear this term all the time, right? It's in the news, it's the plot of a dozen movies, your boss is probably talking about it. But when you really stop and think about it, what is AI?
You know, at its heart, it's actually pretty straightforward. Artificial just means, well, made by humans, not by nature. And intelligence is just the ability to think and learn. So, put them together, artificial intelligence is simply about making machines smart. Smart enough to think, learn, and even make decisions, kind of like we do. So why even bother creating AI? Well, think about us humans for a second. We get tired, right? We make mistakes. Some problems are just huge, way too complex for one person to figure out. AI was born out of that need. The whole point was to build something that could tackle the really hard, boring, or just plain massive jobs, and do them faster and more accurately than any human ever could.
Okay, so we want to make machines smart. But how? How does a chunk of metal and silicon actually learn anything? What's the secret sauce that makes it intelligent?
This is a really cool way to think about it. For us, learning is all about experience. You touch a hot stove once, and bam, lesson learned. You feel it. In AI, it can't feel anything. So to learn hot, it has to look at, say, a million pictures. Some are labeled hot, some not hot. It just crunches through all those examples until it finds a pattern. It's pure logic, no feelings involved.
And that right there, that is the absolute key. If you take away only one thing from this, let it be this. Humans learn from life. AI learns from data. Data is everything to an AI. It's the food it eats, the air it breathes. Without it, an AI is nothing.
So what is this data we keep talking about? It's just information. It's every picture you've ever seen on the internet. It's all the text in Wikipedia. It's every YouTube video, every song on Spotify, all of it. Think of it like a giant library. If an AI doesn't have that library to read, it can't learn a single thing. It's as simple as that. No data, no AI.
All right, so let's bring this out of the clouds and into the real world. Because this stuff isn't some futuristic sci-fi concept. You are using AI right now, every single day, and you probably don't even realize it. Just look at the phone in your pocket. That face unlock feature? That's AI. It's learned the specific map of your face from all the data it's seen. Or when you snap a picture and your camera automatically makes it look better? Yep, that's an AI that's been trained on millions of photos to know what a great shot looks like. It's wild. And what about movie night? When YouTube or Netflix serves up that perfect recommendation, the one you were totally in the mood for, that's not a lucky guess. That's a super smart AI that's looked at everything you've ever watched, compared it to millions of other people, and said, hey, you're probably gonna love this. It's like having your own personal movie buff working just for you. And it's with you when you're on the move too. Ever had Google Maps magically find you a faster route to avoid a traffic jam? That's AI crunching live data from all the other phones on the road. And Siri? Alexa? Come on. Every time you ask them a question, you're literally just talking to an AI.
So, okay, AI is clearly everywhere. And because of that, there's a lot of confusion, a lot of myths flying around, thanks to Hollywood. So let's take a second and separate what's real from what's just movie magic. This is so important to get right. Right now, today, every single AI on the planet is what we call narrow AI. That just means it's really, really good at one thing. Like, it's a grandmaster at chess, but it can't tell you how to make toast. The stuff you see in movies, the human-like AI that can do anything a person can, that's general AI, and it does not exist. And super AI, something smarter than all of us combined, purely an idea for the future.
And this chart really lays it out. An AI is a number-crunching champion. It's faster than us in a lot of ways, but look at what it's missing. Emotions? Nope. Real, from-the-heart creativity? Not really. A sense of right and wrong? Absolutely not. It just follows its programming. It's an incredible tool for sure, but it doesn't have that, that human spark.
Okay, so now we know what AI is, how it works, and maybe more importantly, what it isn't. So where do we go from here? What does this all mean for us?
The first thing everyone jumps to is jobs, right? The robots are coming for our jobs. But the reality is probably more about change than just ending jobs. Yeah, AI is going to take over a lot of the boring, repetitive stuff, but that's a good thing. That frees us up to do the creative, strategic things that humans are best at. The real key is going to be learning how to use AI as a tool to do our jobs better.
Which brings us to the big one, the question that's probably been in the back of your mind this whole time. Is this stuff dangerous? The best way I've heard it described is this. AI is like fire. Used the right way, fire is one of the most useful tools humanity has ever discovered. It cooks our food, warms our homes, but if you misuse it, it's incredibly dangerous. AI is exactly the same. The tech itself isn't good or evil. It's just a tool. What matters is what we do with it. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. The biggest danger with AI isn't some robot takeover. No, the real danger is sticking our heads in the sand and not learning about it. Understanding this technology, what it can do, what it can't, is the most important step we can take. Because the future isn't AI against us. It's us working with AI to build something better,